Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of January 26th. Wow. And the year begins. So has anybody out there made some resolutions for this year? All right. And at this time, I would like to thank each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing through my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. Thank you so much for doing that, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course, those lovely comments. It is so nice to read those. You know, whether you're telling me that you've only subscribed to my channel or you've found this interesting and it hits home, that sort of thing. Thank you very, very much for doing that. It truly is appreciated. All right. Ooh, the Page of Cups. So there's some good news coming in for many of you. It's about a new romance. Beginning of a new year. You never know. You might meet that special one, but this is a recognition of each other. You know, this could be a friendship that sparks into a romance. This could be the birth of a child in the family, and that is always exciting. You know, but it's exciting to you. Maybe you need to ask yourself, are you doing okay? You know, are you being too stubborn for your own good sometimes? You know, not digging in your heels about something that you're adamant about. You know, but you're trusting something new that's inspiring you. And it's changing your behavior as well. And people are starting to really notice it in a good way. In a good way. You may have a breakthrough in something, you know, that you've been struggling with or trying to talk to somebody about, and you finally figured out a way to get your message across. And the world, look at that change. New opportunity, new beginnings, letting go of things from the past, moving into the future. There's a completion here as well as an accomplishment. Wow. You know, this is fulfillment of something that you have desired for quite some time. There's travel, there's celebrations, and the new arrival of your future, what it's going to look like. This is something new coming into your life. And it excites you, but looks like makes you hesitate a little bit in a good way. So you are really having some surprising moments this week. Unexpected, but it's coming. Or it may have already happened. All right, and the Four of Cups, yes. A little bit bored, you know, doing the same old, same old. You want a little more excitement, but you're smart enough to ask yourself that question, you know, just how much excitement do I need? Or it could be you just looking at what you have. You know, are you content? Do you have enough? You know, following the status quo for a long time, and you're wondering what's your next step or your next evolution going forward. But you're really opening up to the possibilities that you're okay where you're at. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So definitely stepping into your power. You know, you've developed more courage. You know, you're much better verbally speaking to others. Like you can get your point across quite well. You know, sometimes you just have to face the truth in some matters. You know, good or bad, but it will take you to a next step. But you've been curbing your voice for a while, trying to figure out how to go about something, how to explain something to somebody. And it's been weighing on your mind. So as much as you want to say something, you're a little bit hesitant. You're choosing your words very carefully as you try to explain to somebody what is your expectations. And the Fool card, new beginnings, yes card from the universe, starting over, feeling more invigorated about something, because this is a whole new possibility of all kinds of new beginnings. You know, once you change your shift, everything changes with it. So, whew. And you're doing something totally blind faith, like a new adventure, new opportunities. You have all this in front of you, and now you're realizing that, whew, I made it. I can begin. You feel that you've accomplished enough from your past. You can start fresh and new and achieve for yourself. Yeah, look at that. Knight of Swords, charging ahead. There's travel plans here for you in the very near future. You know, was unexpected. It's happening really fast. You're excited about it, a little bit hesitant about it as well, but you're still moving forward on it. There's a relationship that's around you. And this could be friendships, romantic, whatever. But it's cooling down. It's started to show its true colors to you. And you're not feeling it anymore. You're not willing to give it time and energy anymore. So, you know, you're realizing that honesty, although it's cutting, needs to be dealt with. So, this could have been a friend that, you know, you had an argument with, and they're trying to win at all cost. So it might cost you a friendship. But it happens, and it could have been due to some sort of gossip. But you are definitely cutting through it, speaking your mind, saying your piece, and then transferring out. And the Three of Pentacles, yes, new beginnings, new opportunities. There's collaboration here, communications, getting together with somebody who is definitely trying to get you to fill in some blanks for them. You know, and that can be in the job. Maybe you know more than others realize about you, but they've started to see your true colors, like what you're capable of and what you can do and handle. So they're asking you to give them a hand. So this may be a new opportunity coming in, but you're willing to sit down and talk about it. And the Chariot, look at that. Woohoo. Moving forward. I like that because it's an exciting card. It really is. It's moving forward, taking the reins, you know, and there's movement here, progress, action, willpower, control, and departure. You know, let's do this, let's go sort of attitude. You know, taking charge, understanding that once you are the leader in this, you will really step up to the plate. Because you're more than capable of achieving your dreams. The only one who's been slowing you down is yourself, and you're releasing that now. You're letting go. You're understanding that. So it helps you to step out of your own way. But there is something really getting off the ground here. There is definitely travel for yous. And the Tower card. Yeah, well, that happens, you know. But you could see it. You could read the writing on the wall. You could see this coming at you, this upheaval, you know, things crashing to the ground. But you've been okay with it because you already started to prepare. You know, sudden change for others. I don't think it's going to be that sudden a change for you. You know, it's an awakening, a release. You know, it's going to feel like it's sudden insight, but you felt it. You felt this vibration before it got here. You just sort of started easing into something new. Look at that. Nine of Swords. Well, you're definitely understanding where you are in your mind. What's been holding you back. You know, some of you's been just trying to heal yourself on a different level. And it's taken and drained you. You know, just trying to figure out why things are repeating, why you do what you do, you know, all those things. And everybody in the world does that. But this week it really sets you back a little bit. This might have set some of you back as well. You know, something suddenly changed and it made you have to rethink and recalibrate all your choices this far. But you're understanding that, you know, all right, I'm going to, you know, go lay down and just not let anything in and filter this and see what is next. So you're healing yourself, taking care of yourself, letting go of things, and knowing you need to do this in order for you to start again. And the High Priestess, look at the balance, understanding, figuring things out, you know. You have knowledge and wisdom. You're trusting yourself. Like, this is you knowing what your expectation is for yourself. Like, you have a very high standards for yourself of what your expectation is for everything in your life. And you're realizing that things are actually starting to balance out. You know, there's the fruits of your labor are starting to allow you a little more freedom in things, you know, such as the travel plans. But you're accomplished a lot. So it also helps you to know you're capable on the inside, which will help you release that, you know, Nine of Swords, calm you down. Yeah, the Seven of Rods. Standing your ground in your decision. You know what it is you have to do and how it has to pan out in order for it to be a success. So you made that decision and you're defending it. You're making sure people understand this is how it's going to go. Like, you've laid down the law here. And the Ten of Rods. So there it is. Definitely decided to release all those extra burdens. Pick a new path for yourself. Understanding that it would be much better if you stop trying to fix and help others and help yourself. Because people have been taking advantage of you for quite some time. And you're realizing that. So no more. You're not doing anything other than what is expected of you. And letting people take responsibility for themselves. It's going to be a shock to them. But you need this for your own mental clarity. So you have decided to release something so that you can move into something much better for yourself. So you're really understanding what you need to change, have needed to change for a while, and willing to do it now. And has been a bumpy road for many of you, getting to this point and this decision. All right, and woo, look at that. The Seven of Cups. So definitely needing to make a decision this week. Understanding time is of the essence. No longer can just dream about trying something. You need to take action. Because time is only ticking away. You realize that. Everybody realizes that. And now you're taking action. So you need to make a choice this week. And stick with it. That's what that card is telling you. And your angel card. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.